Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to talk about integration versus therapy. Integration is combining two thoughts, two ideas together. So for psilocybin ceremonies, it's about combining the spiritual with reality. Integration means that you're going to be looking at both of those aspects together. Therapy, on the other hand, is a completely different animal. So, for example, I was trained in dialectical behavioral therapy, and that's about looking at the dialectics, looking at the opposites, and again, getting in alignment with that. The interesting thing is, well, what's the difference? Integration, again, has a spiritual principle to it, and you're going to be following some spiritual rules in regards to how you're going to integrate what you saw or you felt or you visioned within psilocybin. Therapy, on the other hand, is you get out of psilocybin and you decide or you recognize that you are A, married to the wrong person, B, in the wrong job, and you now understand and realize why you've been depressed or why you're in the dark night of the soul. And what happens then is that people then become confused about what to do next. So let's take, for example, the executive that does psilocybin and then realizes that the reason that they're unhappy, the reason that they're angry all the time is because they're in a job that they hate, and yet they have a $4,000 mortgage, and now they want to go and live in the woods. You need therapy for that. Or you have come to realize that you weren't really in love with the person that you married, and that marriage just seemed like a really good idea, and having a family was romantic to you, and now all of a sudden it's brought to your forefront that the person that you're married to is no longer your soulmate, or you don't want to be with them, or you've decided a variety of different things. Therapy is what's needed for that, not integration. And I will tell you that as a trained dialectical behavioral therapy individual, it's hard for us to not therapize when, again, we need to integrate. Some people need a lot of integration. Some people need a lot of spiritual background to understand what prophecy is, to understand what archetypes are, to understand what they've seen. One of the things that we do here at the Meehl Foundation Spiritual Retreat Center is we have a whole presentation about this. Most of the people that come through here after a couple hours of talking about what they've seen or what they felt or what they heard, how they're going to integrate that into their lives, walk away really clear about what is spiritual and what is therapy. And that's the point where I'm going today, is that your integration facilitator is not necessarily a therapist. And the therapist isn't necessarily isn't really good necessarily at integrating your spiritual. The both combined make an absolutely powerful team. We don't throw the baby out with the bathwater in doing this kind of work. So again, if you're confused about the two, by all means, reach out to me. I'm happy to discuss it and set your feet on a path of absolute joy and transformation in your life. Thanks so much for sharing this morning with me. Bye-bye.